Are you into terrible deck names? If so, you're going to love today's video. We're playing Mississippi River, a creative technique Cascade combo deck that's ultra sweet. Let's go check out that deck list. What is this creative technique combo deck? It's actually very simple. So we want to cast its namesake, a 5-mana sorcery with demonstrate, which means that you can copy your spell when you cast it. The answer, yes, the Storm guy wants to copy his spells. Surprise, surprise. From there, you shuffle your deck and then you exile cards until you reveal the top card of your deck. You may play that card for free this turn. The rest go on the bottom in a random order. Some nonsense. Okay, so we get to play 2 spells for free. And it's a 5-mana sorcery. From there, we have 6-mana Cascade spells like Boarding Party, Aurora Phoenix, Sweet Gum Recluse, Maelstrom Wanderer, and then Apex Devastator. You gotta love that one. And a single copy of Emrakul the Aeon's Torn. From there, we accelerate into it using Gemstone Caverns, Crystal Vein, City of Traders, Ancient Tomb, Surprise and Scary, Sulfur Vent, a bunch of really sweet lands that make additional mana. That's pretty much the deck. You play lands that make a ton of mana into our namesake, and you just win the game with a hasty Maelstrom Wanderer plus friends. That's the entire idea of the deck. It's been crushing Magic Online recently. I'm really excited today to show you how it works. Let's go see it in the first match. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, sideboard guides, early access to videos, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, such as theepicstorm.com/shop or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Welcome to the first match. We're on the draw and we will keep this hand with Gemstone Caverns. Before I forget, I would like to thank Sean Dignan for today's donation deck. Sean has been wanting to see this deck for months and months and months. Creative Technique was released in 2021. It is now 2023 and it's just now being added to Magic Online. This deck has existed the entire time and Sean has been working on this deck in paper, and I'm really excited today to showcase Sean's deck. Alright, so Gemstone Caverns will enter, and let's exile Hickory Woodlot. Alright, so we're on the draw. One has a Swamp, Chrome Mox, and Prince Shieldred. Okay. No turn 1 play. We'll play a Dwarven Ruins and pass the turn. On our end step, they play an Orcish Bowmasters. That's fine. We don't draw cards in this deck. That's not an issue. Alright, so they've generated their Orc Army token. They play an Urborg. Sure thing. Looks like they're about to attack for 2. We will follow the 17 life. Alright, another Cascade spell. We will play the Surprise and Scary. Pass the turn. Opposition agent? Yep. MonoBlack flash creatures. Well, I don't plan on searching my deck, so that's not an issue for me. 5 damage coming in, we'll go to 12 life. City of Traders. 4 mana into Helm of Obedience. You've got it. Okay, take a draw. It's Crystal Vein. So we'll play the Crystal Vein. We're going to sacrifice Dwarven Ruins to create red. We will tap for 2 mana. Actually, hold on. Can I tap for black here and still do this? No. I'm short on mana if I do it that way. We'll play Boarding Party. Cascade. This should always find Creative Technique. They're going to activate the Helm for 1. They hit a Sweet Gum Recluse. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Okay. The Recluse comes in. And now they get to put 3+1/+1 counters on creatures that enter the battlefield this turn. So I guess they chose not to. Boarding Party. I would love to cast a Creative Technique. Let's do that. The Demonstrate triggers. I would like to copy it. Yes. Oh, you get 3 of them. Oh, their opponent's copy. My bad. I forgot that they get to copy as well, but that doesn't matter here. Yeah, nice Thoughtseize. Who cares? I forgot that the demonstrate part also says an opponent can also copy it. My apologies for not covering that in the deck. We will cast another boarding party. Another creative technique. Funny how that works. Yes. Another Orcish Bowmaster is okay. They get a ping trigger. We get to creative technique. I would love a Maelstrom Wanderer. Cascades. Another creative technique. Yes. They find grief. Sure. Creative technique. Another boarding party. The Phoenix comes back. Boarding party cascades into another creative technique. This is a stack, that's for sure. This is definitely my style of Magic. Helm of Obedience. The helm has entered the battlefield. Creative technique. We will play the Phoenix. I believe that is all of our creative techniques, so they shouldn't find anything. Okay, now creative technique. Apex Devastator. Maelstrom Wanderer. This is wild. I love it. Boarding party. This is just like the sweetest combo. Alright, now Wanderer cascades again. I think it didn't actually find anything. Another Maelstrom Wanderer. Yeah, I don't think there's anything left for the Wanderer to find. Which I believe means that the creative technique will always find Emrakul at this point. Oh, we want to cast all the Maelstrom Wanderers. Or else... Okay, that makes sense. Because we have to get those out of the deck so creative technique can find the Emrakul. We'll keep that Wanderer this time. Apex Devastator has now failed to find. The Phoenix comes back. Boarding party. Creative technique will now find Emrakul. Yeah, this is sweet. Cascade. So if you're unfamiliar, I believe the joke, and I'm not the one who gave it the terrible deck name, Mississippi River is because it's a cascade, cascading rivers, ha ha ha. But you just cascade a bunch. It's really a cascade combo deck featuring creative technique. Okay. There's nothing left to get. And now we will go to combat. Hiya, Emrakul triggers. Match 1, game 1, getting to do the thing. I love it. And we win! Easy. What a beautiful deck. Alright, so we're facing a combo deck. I could board in Sky Turtles for some of their prison creatures, although I don't think that's necessarily great. We could also have Mirashell Crab. But is this a card we want to cascade into? It would stop the Helm combo from killing us, but we also have Boseiju for that. I think I'm going to just resubmit here. You could board in Throes of Chaos plus the Tybalt's Trickery for a faster combo win. But that combo also introduces more variance with fizzling, and I kind of don't love that. This hand is perfect. We have the Hickory Woodlot, and we have Boseiju, so if they open up on a fast win, we should be able to interact. Alright, so that's a Leyline of the Void. That's the first step for the opponent. Then they want to cast Helm of Obedience with 1 open mana and activate. They pitch another Leyline of the Void. So here they're probably going to take the creative technique. And they do. They have 4 cards left in hand. They play a basic swamp. And they pass. Sweet Hickory Woodlot. Pass the turn. They play a tap land. Sandstone Needle, pass the turn. On their end step, we want to blow up the Leyline. As you saw in game number 1, our creative technique could give them a Helm of Obedience. And if that happens, we're probably not winning the game. So we have the Boseiju. Let's just use it to our advantage. Karn, the great piece of trash. You can have that. Karn activates. And they grab Helm of Obedience. I guess if I activated Boseiju, and then they flipped Leyline plus Helm, I could lose, where right now I don't think we can lose, so I'm actually not going to use the Boseiju. We'll untap. Play City of Traders. 2 mana, 2 mana, 2 mana. Play the Sweet Gum Recluse. Creative technique, we will cast it. Always yes, and then auto yield. Opposition agent. You've got it. Creative technique. Maelstrom Wanderer. Love it. Cascade triggers. Creative technique. Yes. And our opponent concedes. Making Sean proud 1 round at a time. We're 1-0. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. Time for round number 2. We're on the play. Yeah, I mean, this deck doesn't really mulligan. You just open up Cascade spells and lands, and then you do the thing. So here we're going to play Sandstone Needle and then pass the turn. Ancient Tomb, Sphere of Resistance, you've got it. Play Hickory Woodlot and we'll pass the turn. Wasteland, they go after my Needle, that's fine. Shadow Spear. We'll play another Sandstone Needle, pass back. Another Wasteland. Okay. They go after the Woodlot this time. Expedition Map. Sure. Apex Devastator. We'll play Dwarven Ruins, pass. They're at 14 life. They're pretty close to a life total that Boarding Party is going to just get the job done on its own. Urza's Saga. Lantern, okay. They're at 12. Emrakul. So my fear here is if I play Boarding Party, I can't play anything else. So I think I'm actually going to just play Ancient Tomb and pass. Because if I wait one turn, I can pay for 2 spells through the Sphere on Cascade. They draw a card using the Soul Guide Lantern. Saga moves up to 2. They use map. Probably grabbing 3rd Wasteland, and they do. Yep. Sure. They're at 10 life now. So if I play Boarding Party, I attack them to 4. Next turn they can make a blocker and then kill my Boarding Party. Or I can just wait 1 turn. I'm going to wait 1 turn. We'll pass. Urza's Saga goes up to 3. They will now activate to make a construct. Yep. They grab a Mox Diamond. They have 5 cards in hand. Another Urza's Saga. Now they can even equip their Shadow Spear. So that means it will be a 5/5 lifelinker. And they do exactly that. Okay, let's party. Alright, Hickory Woodlot was the draw. We will sacrifice Dwarven Ruins. And then play the Boarding Party. Oh, I forgot that I actually couldn't cast it before. I forgot that Boarding Party itself was taxed. Do I want to play it then? Because I can play... that's really awkward. Because I can play Creative Technique, but I can't cast any spells off it. So if I wait 1 turn, I can play 1 spell off of Boarding Party. But then they gain 5. And can make another construct. I think I have to pass here. Obviously, it's an error on my part. I should have just played the Hickory Woodlot this turn. I forgot about the tax. I was thinking about paying 1 extra on the Creative Technique, but not on the Boarding Party. They play another Mox Diamond. So now they're attacking for 6, so they're going to go all the way up to 14. Alright, so they take 2 and then gain 7 now. Crop rotation for the 4th Wasteland. I can't believe I lost this game. I thought for sure we were going to win. And that has not been the case. Yeah, we just got destroyed. I guess I can take a draw step here. I don't have a draw that gets me out of this situation, though. Yep. Okay, so my land misplay cost us there, but also our opponent had access to all 4 copies of their Wasteland. Here we want Karakas. I'm also interested in Colossal Sky Turtle. Cards to board out. That is interesting. Maybe Tinder Farms? I'm on the play. I wonder if I'm allowed to board out Gemstones on the play. I didn't even think about doing that in the first match. But I guess I was on the draw, so that didn't actually come up. Let's try it out. On the play for game number 2. I guess so. This hand isn't amazing. No green source. Like, I wonder if this is actually supposed to be a mulligan. Opponent takes a mulligan to 5. We'll play the Surprise and Scary and pass the turn. Wooded foothills, prairie savanna, exploration, windswept heath, for another savanna, deafening silence. Okay. We have another surprise and scary. We can pass the turn. We do have double Otawara, so we could bounce deafening silence, but we're not really in a spot where that's a good play. Our opponent has one card left. Creative technique. I'm going to play City of Traders here, because if I have to bounce a Merit Lodge, I don't want to have to lose both of my depletion lands. And their last card in hand was, in fact, Crop Rotation. So they get to make a Merit Lodge on my end step. Sure. And then we will... I guess I could just use the turtle. Yeah, that's probably better. Maybe I wasn't supposed to play the City of Traders then. There's a Saga. We'll draw. Tinder Farm. Yeah, I think playing the city was actually a mistake. Played the Tinder Farm. We'll sacrifice our City of Traders. Pass the turn. Oh! That's not great. So I was like, I guess I can play this. That math actually lines up. Okay, ignore me. So we tap this for mana. This goes to 2. This all works out. Ignore me. It works just right. So we can bounce the Deafening Silence. And now we have a land that sacrifices for 2. This will die. We play a land. Creative technique. Yes. They reveal Crop Rotation. They cast it. They grab Karakas, which makes sense. Sky Turtle. This is the downside of boarding in those cards, is they don't keep the combo moving. Apex Devastator does, though. Maelstrom Wanderer. They get some Cascades in. Boarding Party. Triggers. This will find a... And they're just going to tap out. Wow. No respect. Creative technique. I don't think we actually want to copy it at this point, because if they reveal a sphere or a Deafening Silence, it's bad for us, so we're going to say no. Grab another Maelstrom Wanderer. Boarding Party. I can't believe I'm saying no, and the opponent concedes, so we're off to game number 3. I am on the draw now, so on the draw, we want the gemstones, I believe. So many cards. What to do? This might be insane, but versus the Wasteland deck, I'm going to board out City of Traders. We'll see how it goes. Oh, that's 61. Whoops. I'm a 61 card loser. 61 is never right. So we have 4 total mana here against the deck trying to sphere us. I think this is actually a mulligan. Okay. This hand is significantly better. Alright, we'll keep this bottom the Surprise and Scary. Yeah, this hand is so much better. Third one, Thespian Stage. Mox Diamond. This card's Tabernacle. Okay. Otawara is a decent draw for us. Uh-oh, they're representing a turn 2 win. They have 2 cards left in their hand. Sky Turtle? Boarding Party. So we have a way to live here. I have the Otawara in hand. It's just going to slow us down. That said, our opponent's on 2 cards at the moment. That is a turn 2 Merit Lodge. We will now lose 2 counters and activate Otawara, bouncing the Merit Lodge. Another Thespian Stage. Play a Needle, pass the turn. They besiege you. This is brutal because I drew the Volcanic. I don't have a land to get. Oh, we drew the 1 of Volcanic for the Beseiju. That's just funny. We'll play a Hickory Woodlot, pass the turn. Magic is a funny game sometimes. They're up to 3 cards because they sacrificed their Horizon Canopy. Okay, so we are allowed to try to win here. We'll play the Volcanic. Am I not supposed to copy versus the deck with spheres in it? I'm going to. Spheres and Deafening Silences. I mean, I could get bit. Life from the Loam. I'm just afraid of revealing Colossal Sky Turtle and then passing the turn. Creative Technique. Apex Devastator. Okay, I don't think I need to copy any further this game. I can just do the singles and be fine. Maelstrom Wanderer. Colossal Sky Turtle. It's turtle time. Boarding Party. Cascade. Creative Technique. And our opponent has conceded. We are 2-0 with 3 matches left. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and Mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. On to match number 3, and of course we're on the play. Like that's just always a thing. I made that up. But this hand is sweet, we will keep. Being on the play, Gemstone Caverns is not live, but it is a colorless land that helps us cast our 6-mana spells, which is probably just good enough. Let's lead on the Hickory Woodlot. If we get wastelanded, that's the land that I care least about. Turn 1, Misty Rainforest. Play the Needle, we'll pass. The second copy of Misty Rainforest, okay. Creative Technique. Let's try it out. Boom! Yes. Our opponent reveals a Crashing Footfalls, okay. Creative Technique. I would like to cast that. Yes. So we will copy it, and our opponent gets to cast it into a Shardless Agent. And now they get to Cascade. Talk about some waterfalls here. And now we Creative Technique. Aurora Phoenix. Cascade. Another Creative Technique. Yes. Yorion revealed, so they get to draw 3. Wild. Maelstrom Wanderer. Okay. Another Phoenix. We'll cast another Creative Technique. I believe that this is the 4th one. They get an Elvish Spear Guide this time. Creative Technique finds Boarding Party. Not great versus the board that we gave them a bunch of 4/4s, but it's fine. And now Creative Technique happens. I would love to cast Emrakul. Yeah, that's what I'm into. And our opponent concedes the game. I love it. I love it. What to do, what to do, what to do. I wonder if this is a matchup that we want the Mearshell Crabs. Might not be. I mean, I just don't know. Board out Tinder Farms and a Crystal Vein. 39 lands is plenty. This deck plays 42 lands in the main deck. And I can't help but think of when lands was first a deck in Legacy, it was always specified as 42 lands, and then people would cut it in their balls to deck 41 lands now. What a weird time to be alive. We will keep this. Basic Forest pass. They have 4 cards left in hand. We draw our 3rd copy of Surprise and Scary. Well, we're not going to play any of those. Instead, we'll play Dwarven Ruins and pass the turn. They just pass. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll play another land. We'll pass the turn. They have 6 cards in hand now. They play a Seagate. 5 cards in hand now. Play our land. Let's attempt Creative Technique. They must have at least 1 force in hand. Yes, I'd like to copy. I mean, our opponent mulliganed to 5. Like, they were looking for interaction. They find Minsk and Boo, Timeless Heroes. They will create a Boo token. We find another Creative Technique. Yes. They gained an Elvish Spirit Guide. Seems like a fair trade for an extra copy. Emrakul. I love it. Magic is great. This deck is sweet. We're 3-0. 2 matches left. If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. On the play again, match number 4, and feeling pretty good right now. Could we go all the way? Could we do an undefeated league with Creative Technique? That's what I'm hoping for. Our opponent reveals a Yorion. Sure, we will try this out. We're a red source away on 2 of our spells. Hopefully this will be fine. We'll lead off on the surprise and scary. Once again, if we have a land destroyed, we'd prefer if it be this one. Scalding Tarn. So they're likely a control deck. You see a tropical island into Delighted Halfling. Yeah. Play the Hickory Woodlot. We'll pass the turn. We need to avoid a turn 2 Teferi Time Raveler here because that will stop our Cascades. Brainstorm. That's a good sign. Tropical Island. So they set up the top of their deck. So if they had a Teferi in hand, they could put it on top as well. But we can't risk it. We just have to cast our spell. Sweet Gum Recluse. Cast Creative Technique. I mean, the alternative is that I don't copy it, but then I'm just hold the Force of Will. So I think we want to copy. And if they hit Teferi, I mean, not a whole lot I can do. Creative Technique happens, they find Ponder. Creative Technique. Force of Negation. Okay, well, what about the original? They had double force. Okay, well, I guess we get a creature here. And if I draw a red source, we can cast it again. Well, cast, spells again. But I need to draw into a red land. They put Yorion to hand. We did not draw into a red source. That's unfortunate. We will attack for 3. I am the beatdown. Land number 5, so they could play Yorion here. I don't know what the rest of their hand is. They have 4 cards. 4th Erlingas. Okay. So they can attack for... Ooh, interesting. Oh, my creature... Okay, my creature doesn't have flying. Yeah, for some reason, in my head, my card had flying. It does not. Another City of Traders. We are in a tough spot. We need a red mana. And if you're wondering, I cannot besage you myself. It says opponent controls. Let's attack. Okay. I'm going to play the city. I mean, I'm probably going to end up sacrificing it, but it can't hurt. Like, I have so many lands. Swords to Plowshares. Yup. 4 mana into Minskin Can I please draw an untapped red source? I'm begging you, deck. Pretty please. Now they're attacking for 7. I'm going to 11. Come on, deck. Please. No. I am just punished, and I'm actually just dead on their turn. So we will go to game number 2. I believe that's our first game loss. Match number 4. Okay, so we're facing a blue deck. I think Crocus is pretty good against the Minskin deck, so we want those. We're on the play. We can board out Gemstone Caverns. Board in a couple copies of Mearshell Crab. Let's try this. On the play for the second game. We'll keep this. Also, I just realized I lied to you. I lost a game in match number 2. Play Hickory Woodlot, pass the turn. Turn 1, Flooded Strand. Oh, I think I actually needed all 3 Mearshells. Not that it matters when they lead on Delighted Halfling, but if they have Teferi, you just want as many counterspells as possible. Play Sulfur Vent, pass the turn. It doesn't cast our Phoenix, but if we happen to draw into a spell that we can cast, I mean, having red mana in play is just good. Another turn 2 Brainstorm after turn 1 Delighted Halfling. Misty Rainforest. Savannah. Another Halfling. They have 4 cards in hand. We'll take 1 down to 19. Draw for turn. Wanderer. I can play the Wanderer next turn. So let's play the Scary here and pass. They play Flooded Strand and activate. Okay, they have 4 cards. This is a pretty important turn for us here. The One Ring. Okay, we have an Emrakul. So Emrakul would beat this. Okay. Let's see if we can party. They have 4 cards in hand. Sacrifice, play Maelstrom Wanderer. Triggers. We want the boarding party. Cascade. Creative Technique. Do I want to copy? I think the answer is actually no. I don't want to give them a chance at Teferi. They cast Force of Will, pitching Lorien Revealed. The boarding party happens. And then Maelstrom Wanderer finds another boarding party. Creative Technique. Should I risk the Teferi here? I'm going to say no. Do you have a second force? Recluse. This will find another Creative Technique. Saying no again. Another Wanderer. So I have one creative technique left in the deck that I need to hit Emrakul with. But I've cascaded a bunch and haven't found it. Or at least I don't think I have. No, it's one of my first ones. Alright, I think I'm actually going to say yes to the last one. So they reveal an Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. They put a land in. Creative technique. Maelstrom Wanderer. This doesn't have another creative technique to eventually find. We've used all 4 of our techniques. So now Wanderer happens. Hopefully we'll find another spell, and it does. It's a crab. So now this is our last technique that we want to hit Emrakul with. We did not find Emrakul. Okay. We'll put the counters on the Recluse. And our opponent concedes. Sweet. Game number 3. Let's bring in the crab. We want the Gemstone Caverns. Let's take out City of Traders. Like, this isn't really a race matchup. And then let's shave a Tinder Farm. Yeah, this hand is great. We'll keep. We have answers for Teferi. We have red mana for our Cascade spells. It's wonderful. They've decided to mulligan to 4. They play Tundra Go. We find 3rd copy of Otawara. Okay. A little bit awkward, but we'll make do. Turn 2 Brainstorm. Classic. They play a Flooded Strand, and now they have 3 cards in the hand. Play our Surprise and Scary, pass the turn. Right now, we can't cast any of our Cascade spells next turn, so our opponent's going to get another turn to set up here. Land number 3. Volcanic Island. Narset. Okay. They find Teferi off Narset. The thing is, we already have Otawara, so we're in decent shape here. We'll play a Needle, pass the turn. They use Narset again, and they did not find a card this time. Now they will play their Teferi Time Raveler. They draw a card, and we will Otawara the Teferi. They have Narset, 5 cards in hand. Okay, let's play Boarding Party. Cascade. Creative technique. I think I'm just going to copy it. So they get to Minsk and Boo. Sure. They have a hamster, and now we get to creative technique. Force of negation. Mirror Shell Crab. Ah, that's such a bummer. Play the Sulfur Vent. They just have a blocker. Like, this is not great for us. And this is the downside of boarding in interaction. Now they can play Teferi again. They bounce my boarding party. They turn their Minsk and Boo into a 4/4. And they're just going to leave this on defense to protect their planeswalkers. Play Tinder Farm. We will attack the Teferi. Okay. Pass the turn. They plus their Minsk and Boo. And Ponder. Like, we have Otawaras, but we need this game to go longer, and our opponent's just stabilizing in the meantime. Delighted Halfling. 3 cards still in hand. And now they're allowed to attack. But they choose not to. Baracus. Wow. Okay. Bounce the Boo. And we will attack Teferi. They have 3 cards in hand. So now they'll make another, Boo the hamster. Interesting. They didn't plus on the hamster first. Are you going to sacrifice it? So they're going to draw a card here. Okay. Draw 1 is fine. So they've drawn a card. Player land. Go to combat. They could have a Swords to Plowshares here. And they could pay for the Ward 3. Instant Speed Supreme Verdict. Yeah, you got it. But we now have enough mana to end step Otawara on the Teferi. They have 5 cards in hand. Ponder. The One Ring. Okay. So they will have protection from everything. They plus. I'm not going to bounce the Boo. I'll take 4 here. I don't want to have to lose my my Sandstone Needle in order to activate the Otawara. So we will get rid of the Teferi. We now have a window to win this game. All right. Dwarven Ruins. So we're going to lose our needle. Creative Technique. Yes. So they get their copy first. They draw a card with the One Ring. No. No! The worst possible scenario. Oh, that's devastating. Wow. That's the punish, I guess, for trying to live big. Absolutely brutal. 80 card deck. I think I was supposed to go for it there. Bounce their boo. That was just so brutal. They plus to fairy. Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. Yep. It's crazy. Our opponent mulliganed to 4 this game, and we are very far behind. Draw for turn. Seiju. I don't think that helps me. We can sit on that for now. Alright, so they get to create a boo token. I could have bounced the boo token in their draw step with Caracas, but they have an Uro. So if they escape Uro and then sacrifice it to the boo token, they can just draw 6 cards, and I want to be able to stop that if possible. They plus to fairy again. Alright, so they're going to level up their boo. We will bounce it. And I have to imagine that now they're going to cast Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. And they do. Okay. They fetch Delighted Halfling. Lavinia! That's delightful. Oh, geez. We've already used... I guess we have the Crocus still. Okay, we're still in it. Okay, I mean, still in it as in we would need our opponent to not have double force in their hand, and they've seen like almost half their deck. The third Otawara. Okay. So we will bounce the Lavinia. Sacrifice. Sacrifice. Tap for mana. Play Besage as our green source. Tap. It gives me 6. This is 8. We have exactly enough for Maelstrom Wanderer here. Creative Technique. Yes. So they'll get theirs first. They find Force of Negation. They can counter ours. Creative Technique. They counter it pitching a Teferi Time Raveler. So now our Cascade trigger happens. We find Boarding Party. Boarding Party triggers Cascade. This is our 4th Creative Technique. So if this doesn't get the job done, that's the game. Yes, so they get to Cascade. Surgical Extraction. I mean, that doesn't really matter here. Mirror Shell Crab again. Ah, gross. Okay. Wow, we flipped all 3 Mirror Shell Crabs this game. That's not great. So I can force a trade with the Uro. I think that's probably just the move here. Crash in. So they'll take 10. And now the boo happens. They lose 3 to the ring going to 7. If they have another Supreme Verdict, we're dead. They activate the ring. So the ring now has 4 counters on it. They could escape Uro and play Lavinia here for 2 blockers. They bounced nothing? Weird that you wouldn't bounce the Boarding Party at the bare minimum. They made their boo larger. They attack. I'll go to 14. They must have found Supreme Verdict then. It's the only way this makes sense. They play a land. And they had the verdict. Okay. There it is. They have this game locked up. Oh, they bounced the ring. That's what they bounced. It took me a second, but I got there. I'm going to concede. I don't need to play out the rest of this. They have it. They crushed us on a mulligan to 4, and we've picked up our first loss in match number 4. Let's just keep our head up and try to win match number 5. With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week? We've made it simple to do so by including a button to rent the entire deck at theepicstorm.com/decklist. The 5th and final round, we are on the play. Let's finish this strong. I'd like that. Our opponent is a Yorion gamer. I almost said Kahira there. We will keep this. I'm going to lead on the Dwarven Ruins. It's just the land that I care the least about. That also makes 2 mana. Alright, so another blue Yorion deck. They did not shuffle. Another Otawara. We'll play our Woodlot and pass. We are 2 mana short of a Cascade spell at the moment. Wasteland. That's disappointing. Alright, we found another. Pass. Misty Rainforest. Now they're passing. Play a Gemstone Caverns. We'll send it back. Basic Forest. Icefang Quaddle in this economy? Come on. Orcish Bowmasters everywhere, and you want to play Icefang? Windswept Heath. Ouch. Sending a message. I'm at 19. Noble Hierarch. Alright, they have 6 cards in hand. We'll play an Otawara, and now we can cast 1 spell here. So out of all of our creatures, which one is the best? I don't know. I like Boarding Party because it has haste, but most of the time you gain haste anyway. So I'm going to say the Phoenix. Phoenix finds Creative Technique. Surprise, surprise. Yes, I would like to copy. Prismatic Ending. See, that's a card I would have liked my last opponent to reveal. Now we get to Creative Technique into another Creative Technique. Love it. I'm going to say no. Like, this should be fine. Maelstrom Wanderer, perfect. Boarding Party, Cascades, this will find another Creative Technique. I don't think I need to copy this in order to win. And I don't want to give them the chance of revealing to Fairy Time Raveler, so... Another Wanderer. Another Boarding Party. And another Creative Technique, Storm 9. This is my kind of magic. This is definitely a Storm deck, right? Play another Phoenix. We are unfortunately out of Creative Techniques. Cascade happens. We find another Boarding Party. Now Maelstrom Wanderer. Failed. So this Creative Technique has to hit Apex Devastator or Emrakul, I believe. Oh, I forgot about Maelstrom Wanderer. Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I forgot about Wanderer being a hit. We did have 1 left in the deck. And now our Phoenix happens. Go to combat. Our opponent will fetch. Do you have Swords to Plowshares for our Wanderer? They do. Okay. So I guess I am slightly punished for not having the 4th boarding party over the Phoenix here. Because we would have had lethal. They're at 6 life. And they play a Ponder. And then they concede the game. Love it. Alright, 1 game away. I have learned my lesson. I am not interested in Mearshell Crab. I'm not doing it. So we do want the Crocus. Board out. Tinder Farms. Let's submit. How do we feel about the 7-lander? I'm not in love with it. I'm going to send it back. Sure, we'll try this. Get rid of City of Traders. Windswept Heath. For a tropical island, Delighted Halfling. Otawara. Decent. Wasteland. Goodbye, Sulfur Vent. It was our blue source, so that's a little bit of a concern. They did not shuffle on the Ponder. Halfling sends a message. We go to 19. Sandstone Needle. They destroy my ruins, but we have a volcanic island in our deck. I didn't draw it this time. Lucky me. And they gave me a blue source. What were they thinking? We'll play a Hickory Woodlot past the turn. Brainstorm. Tundra. I'm sorry, Flooded Strand. My bad. No, they did. They played Tundra. I know what's going on here. I'm not going crazy. It's totally not because it's almost midnight and I'm recording a video. It's totally not it. Alright, so they played a Noble Hierarch. They attack for 1. Exalted Triggers will take 2 down to 17 life. Caracas. They have 3 cards in hand. Alright, let's try a Creative Technique. Yes, they get their copy first. Under Mountain Adventure. Okay. They are the initiative. Creative Technique. Maelstrom Wanderer. Cascades. Recluse. Creative Technique. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to live large. Boiling Oracle. Okay. They reveal a Leovold. Apex Devastator. That's my style. Let's go. Another Wanderer. Boarding Party, Creative Technique. The Emrakul's on the bottom. I don't think I'm going to risk giving them anything at this point. Another Boarding Party, Creative Technique, no, Phoenix, and now our stuff can start to resolve. Wanderer triggers, another Boarding Party. Okay. I mean, we're in great shape here. Devastator. I'm going to say yes to the Wanderer, because if we can find another card to potentially thin out, like this Phoenix here, it just gives us more chances at Emrakul later. Okay. Wanderer. Another Boarding Party. This deck is wild. Storm 17 right now. And going. Storm 20 is like my life motto. When you order stuff from the shop, I often sign Storm 20. So, I love this. Another Wanderer. Okay. There's nothing left. Storm is 18, though. This is the last Devastator trigger. There's nothing left. So I believe that means the Creative Technique has to hit Emrakul. Sweet. I would love to take an extra turn after this one. What a way to end the league. 4-1! Yes, hopefully I made Sean proud. Sean, thank you for always supporting the channel. Sean is a Combo Cabal tier member, which means every single month they get to pick a deck that they want to see. For absolutely free. They get a free donation deck. This was Sean's this month. I really do appreciate you supporting the channel, Sean. Thanks again. And this deck was awesome. My personal recommendation is that I hate Mirrorshell Crab. Maybe I just don't understand how the sideboard works, but it bit me in the butt multiple times in match number 4 and cost me the 5-0. So I don't love boarding in cards that don't help us combo. Maybe I'm a little greedy, but it felt like it did more harm than good. That's my 2 cents. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Have a great day and keep storming. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to support the channel. After you do that, open up our description where you can find all of our social media networks, including our Discord, where you can discuss today's deck in that Discord with me and tons of other combo masterminds. It's absolutely free to join, and it's certainly worth your while.